Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me for Empowering Her with Monica. So, today's topic is safety planning. And no, safety planning is not just for women or people in abusive relationships. Everybody should have a safety plan. Just like you have a safety plan for in case your house catches on fire or if there's a medical emergency, you need a safety plan in case something else pops off. So, the first thing I would tell you is, especially if there is a episode where there's some violence involved, one of the first things I'm going to tell young ladies is never go into a room where there's only one exit in and out. You want to be able to know, be able to have more than one way to get in and out of a room. The other thing is, I wouldn't run into the kitchen. The kitchen, there's too many things that can be used as a weapon there. We want you to get to safety. I'm not trying to give you information so you can stay there and fight. I want you to get to safety because at the end of the day, they or he, she, whoever your partner is, they may feel like they've been in a fight, but sometimes, especially if they catch you off guard, yeah, they're probably going to, get the best of you. You always have to be aware of your surroundings. If you're in an abusive relationship, you got to know your mate. You got to know what sets them off. You have to pay attention to those kind of things. You've got to pay attention to the red flags. So just in case you've gotten out the relationship safely, you've gotten all of your important papers, your driver's license, birth certificates, passport, all of those things out, and you've made it to safety. So, unfortunately, communication with people who have also not only has a relationship with you, but also has a relationship with him, you're going to need to not have contact with them. And even if you do, they don't need to know where you are. Because oftentimes they will pressure them and they'll be the ones to tell where you are. You always need to know more than one way home. So let's say you moved into a neighborhood, and I have done this myself several times. On the way home from work, I never go home the same way every day. And I go down streets to see where they go because I'm always looking to make sure I know a different way to go. You never know, especially if you have a stalker or you think they might be following you, you need to be able to get where you need to go or get to safety as safely as possible. So you may have to go a different route. And it's best that you know a different route in advance. One of the things that I used to do, and I've trained my daughters to do this, and we often do this, we still do it, is we back our cars in all the time. We very seldom pull into a parking space. And that's because I learned early that it's easier to pull out than it is to back out, especially when somebody's after you. You need to have a code word with your kids, with a trusted family member. They know whenever they hear that word, and it has to be a word you don't use very often. And when they hear that word, they know you need help. And help does not mean that they come over there and help you fight. Help means they're going to send the police, or they're going to send someone who can help get you out of there and get you somewhere safely. Code word with kids, it has to be something easy that they can understand. And you know your kids and how mature they are and whether they'll understand or not. So these are just some things for safety planning, some tips I wanted to share. If you need help with safety planning, Daylight is always available, so hit me up. And thanks for joining me today for Empowering Her with Monica.